Hello my loves, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a new pick a card reading. We're going to pick with crystals today. I'm very excited about it. And a couple of little things that I just wanted to say. I just really felt called to make this video today. I was sitting in this room, this is like my meditation office room, and I just had this feeling that there's this new energy shift coming in for all of us, and I just kind of got called like, hey, just sit down and like make a pick a card video. And I wasn't even gonna work today because it's a Sunday and I just thought I would take today off, but I just felt so called to sit down and make a pick a card about this new energy that's coming in. I felt new energy coming in for myself, for the collective. It felt very powerful. And so the messages, we've actually already filmed this, and the messages that came through were so profound and just beautiful, and I really hope that you guys connect with them and love them just as much as I loved sharing them and reading them for you guys. So I'm very excited about it. And if you guys are ready to choose your crystals, let's hop right into choosing those crystals. All right, my love, so I'm going to show you our crystal options. So group number one, we have this beautiful quartz crystal for you guys. So this right here is group number one. Group two, we have this beautiful pink amethyst, pink and purple amethyst crystal. Group three, we have this beautiful rose quartz crystal. And then group four, I have not pulled out this crystal in so long, but she is a rock, she is a baby, and we have this beautiful black tourmaline. It has like mica all over it as well. But yes, group number four is black tourmaline. So those are our four groups today to get into the messages of this new energy coming in, what Spirit has to say about this new energy that is coming in for you, what it's bringing, the changes that are going to happen. And yes, without further ado, let's hop right into this reading. All right, so group number one, if you guys chose this beautiful quartz heart, we are going to get into your reading. So let's see the messages that we have coming up for group number one. Okay, we got some cards that are just shooting out right here. So we have the Page of Crystals being reversed. So there's something where I'm getting a message that you guys used to feel a bit lost on, like, what do I do? What is my purpose? Where do I go? Where am I headed? Kind of these sort of feelings. What is the next step? It's kind of like this unsure feeling of like, I don't know what the next step is. And I feel like this new energy that's coming in is bringing you the ideas of what next step to take. It's like we're getting clarity on what that next step is going to look like. Whereas before, we were feeling lost. We were feeling ungrounded. We felt like stagnant or stuck, and we didn't really understand our foundation. It's like you guys are figuring out who you are. I'm getting this message like you guys are, this new energy that's coming in is helping you guys solidify who you are, what your purpose is, what footprint you want to leave behind on this planet. We have King of Swords coming in. So this is helping you guys gain so much mental clarity on this subject, helping you guys kind of figure it out, giving you guys really grandiose ideas. So listen to your mind, especially. Allow your mind time to be clear, because this is when your guys are going to come up with those epiphanies and those ideas. And also a lot of reflection. I'm hearing the word reflection. Through reflecting on the past, what you've now learned so far, the things that you've accumulated thus far in your life, the lessons that you've accumulated, the experiences that you've had. During reflection on that, it is going to bring you closer to solidifying who you are. And as you solidify who you are, it will bring you closer to your purpose and the next steps that you are meant to take. We also have the Nine of Crystals here. So the Nine of Crystals talks about a lot of abundance. And so it's like you guys are meant to step towards creating more abundance for yourself. You guys are meant to step towards more material abundance, more financial abundance, wealth, health in all forms. And so this is something that the universe is calling you towards doing, especially in regards to your career and what you're meant to do and how you make a living for yourself. This is like yeah, this is definitely calling towards how you guys make a living for yourself. And this new energy coming in is going to give inspiration and ideas about how to step into that and what that's going to look like and how to really monetize that and make it something that's worth your time, because of course we live in a society and a world that things are run off of money, right? We can't do everything for free, otherwise we cannot sustain ourselves here. So this is bringing you and pushing you towards what your divine purpose is, my love, and the abundance that you're supposed to create. Also, Nine of Crystals is somebody who is incredibly independent. This usually signifies somebody who owns their own business. And the Nine of Crystals also talks about somebody who doesn't even think twice about money. You know, they go out to the grocery store and they don't think about how much those items cost. They go out to eat for dinner and they don't look at the cost of the menu items that are there. They just kind of get what they want, they do what they want, and they don't really think twice about money. So it's like you guys are meant to go more towards this space, more towards the space of like, oh, I feel like buying, you know, this thing today. And it's like you don't even really have to think very hard about the money aspect of it. We also have the Two of Cups being reversed. So this can also talk about reflecting on relationships. There's something to deal with relationships here, lessons that we've learned in the past about relationships. And maybe this is going to end up having something to do with the push that the universe is giving you towards your purpose. So there could have been a relationship that, for example, recently ended. And this is going to be for your highest good, because it's actually bringing you towards where you're supposed to go, right? Because sometimes relationships, if we're caught up in relationships, they can end up holding us back and we don't even realize it, because we're like, well, I can't really make this change. I can't really make this move because I'm in this relationship. You know, maybe we have an underlying feeling that we're supposed to move somewhere, but then we feel like we can't because our current partner doesn't want to do that as well, right? Or it could be certain friendships that are teaching you lessons. I'm just throwing out examples, okay? So of course, if something, you know, just take what feels right? But it does feel like there's something in the past here about relationships that have kind of taught you something that is like pertinent to you discovering more about who you are and you taking this next step. Like it could have been relationship issues that are then going to somehow inspire you to move forward, because somehow this friction of this relationship jolted you in a certain direction. We're realizing certain things and now we're in this new area. We're in this new field, this new energy that's surrounding us, this new kind of place that we didn't expect to be in. And this new unexpected place is the place that we need to be, because this is the place that has the doorway for us to enter into where we're supposed to go, that's aligning you to your purpose. It's aligning you to everything that you're meant for, right? So it's actually going to be one of the biggest blessings, is certain relationship issues that we've had in the past are actually end up being the biggest service to you. And for some reason, I feel like you guys who chose this pile, you had a really important relationship end in the past 2 years. Sometime in the past 2 years. It could have been really recent. Again, it is a general reading, but for some reason I'm hearing within the past 2 years, you guys had an important connection that fizzled out. And this is actually going to end up being one of the biggest blessings for you. And again, it could have been a friendship. This could have been a romantic partnership, something along the lines of that. It could have even been a family member for some of you guys. But this relationship did fizzle out in the past 2 years, and it's going to be the biggest blessing. We have the Nine of Wands here. The Nine of Wands, the energy that I'm getting from this card is that you guys, the Nine of Wands talks about that we've been through a battle. We've been through a lot. We feel like we have scars to show for it, that we've, you know, the things that we've been through, the things that we've experienced are hardships, you know? And the Nine of Wands symbolizes that we've just gotten to the space of where we're healing from it. And we're like, you know what? I've learned from this, and my scars are now making me stronger, rather than my body still needing to heal from it and da-da-da-da-da. The universe is like, okay, we've been healing from this. We're doing that reflection. That's why we had the reflection in the the King of Swords, and why I heard the word reflection with that, because as you guys have been reflecting upon all of these things, it's helped you heal You know, this reflection has helped you heal. And the Nine of Wands talks about the fact that we are now healed and we can move forward in this direction, and we can wear our heart on our sleeves again. We feel like we are stronger than ever, more powerful than ever. We have more confidence than ever. Okay, so this is something that's been building your confidence and building you into the person that you need to be. This has been character building for you guys. This has been like building up your confidence, your self-worth, because I think you guys have been in challenges where your self-worth was challenged. Your identity was probably challenged because we've been trying to find ourselves. Maybe we've been through a time of people pleasing. And this is all helping you and teaching you how to become who you need to become. We also have the Ten of Wands right here. So people pleasing, taking on other burdens. This is also when we have to, the new energy that's coming in when we have Ten of Wands here. This is like the new energy that's coming in is helping you guys release burdens that you're still carrying, weight that you're still carrying that's no longer serving you. So there could be careers that are no longer serving you, relationships that are no longer serving you, habits, routines, rituals, other things that are no longer serving you, but we're still carrying them around because we still feel the responsibility of them, because we're in the transition point of when we're realizing, hey, I'm actually not really getting anything out of this anymore, and it's more of a burden than it is a blessing. It's more of like, instead of me carrying it with ease and desiring to, sorry, I just heard like a knock. I don't know where that was from, but instead of us desiring to carry this thing out of a desire, now we're just carrying it because we're like, wait, I took on this responsibility, now I kind of just have to do it, right? But it's no longer giving you any benefit. And so it's now time to release certain things that have served their time, they've served their purpose, but it's like that it's no longer resonating, okay? We also have the universe. So yes, my love, the universe card, this talks about closing out old chapters. So you guys have literally just completed a chapter. We're closing out old doors. It's complete, it's done. We also have the Lovers right here. So again, this is talking about a relationship. We have Two of Cups and the Lovers, the two cards in this deck that talk about connection and relationships. We got it for you guys. So it's like, yeah, an important connection fizzled out a couple years ago, but it's bringing you towards what you're actually meant for. And it's finally like we're ready to open up again. We're ready to, and it might not be that you guys are opening up to a relationship now. Maybe you're just opening up to your actual purpose. Maybe this is leading you towards more of a career thing, which I feel like for most of you guys, this is leading you towards where you're meant to go in terms of career. For some of you guys, it's leading you towards your actual true soulmate. Since we do have Lovers coming up, this could be a combination of them both. It's like this old connection fizzled out within the last couple years, and this has caused you guys to get into alignment and get more clarity on where we're headed in our career. And I feel like you guys are still figuring that out, and I feel like that's going to be figured out within the next 7-ish months, is this idea of where we're headed with career, what our real divine purpose is. We're getting into total alignment with that real divine purpose, and you guys are also making room for your actual real soulmate. There's an actual real soulmate connection coming in. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that like so strong right now, actually. Like just holding up this card. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Your real soulmate is now like coming in. This energy is like connecting now, all because we've like let go of this old thing that wasn't meant for us, this relationship that was here. The old relationship was meant for you, but it was meant to be temporary, right? It was that stepping stone, that the one that taught you the really important lessons that you needed to know in order for you to reach your soulmate. Because of course we don't want to have to learn super harsh lessons with our soulmate. Of course, we still have to learn lessons no matter what, no matter who we're with. But if we learn like the super harsh ones with our soulmate, we can create resentment and stuff like that and not have a as beautiful of a relationship as we could have if we learned those things through previous relationships first, right? We also have Six of Wands. This is your ultimate success, baby. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. This is leading you to your ultimate success, where you guys will feel, again, more confident than ever. Your endeavors with your purpose, your career, are going to be successful. This is the card of getting recognition for it. Being super proud of yourself, other people around you just being extra super proud of you, because it's like this feeling of like, I've made it, we've done it, I can now reap the rewards, the benefits of the hard work that I've put in. So with that being said, we are going to take our next deck of cards. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So group 1, we have the 5th house coming in, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. The 5th house is ruled by Leo. So the 5th house, just like what it says, this is you guys connecting with your passion, your creativity. This is having a ton of courage. This is having complete faith and belief in yourself, because it's that Leo energy. It's the complete faith and energized creativity, this charged passion. It's also very romantic and flirty. It's when we get courage to go out and date again, and we just feel very confident and excited. This is the house of having fun, a playful energy. So I think that you guys are headed towards more of a playful time in your life rather than a serious learning time. I feel like you guys just closed out the chapter of harsh, serious learning and deep lessons, you know, deep soul lessons. And of course we have soul lessons throughout our whole life, no matter what. But you guys have closed out one of the more major, condensed, deeper learning lessons that are a little bit harder to go through. And now it's time. The next wave of learning is more about fun, getting in alignment with your creativity, getting into alignment with your passion, getting into alignment with your soulmate, right? 5th house also deals with dating. This can deal with having children as well. So some of you guys might be finally ready to have children. It can bring on a new wave of like, we're going to start to get a little bit more creative. And now that we're figuring out who we are, now that we have those foundations, this is going to lead you towards maybe I want to create a family. Maybe I want to be creative in that aspect. But it's also bringing up, again, so much more confidence, so much more maturity. But this maturity is bringing more fun into your life. Definitely more fun. Let's see what else we get. So group 1, what else do we have for messages for group 1? Let's see. There we go. I'm also really feeling that card. We have Libra coming up and Virgo. Virgo and Libra energy. So work and relationships, my love. Work and relationships. But also Libra is about finding a ton of balance. Libra is also about making firm decisions. So again, finding your purpose. That makes total sense because Libra is about making decisions. Also, Libra can be really bad at making decisions because they kind of like play into all different aspects, which also talks about the reflection, the learning that we're doing based on your past, right? Because Libra is all about reflection, finding balance, fairness, realizing where my faults were and where the other person's faults were, right? Because sometimes when we're in big arguments, when we're in big harsh situations, it can be hard to look within and see your own faults within that right away. Sometimes we kind of just see the faults outside of us. But as we begin to reflect on that, we realize how we also contributed to the situation, how we also created the situation equally, right? So Libra is about the fact that we're learning that, the fact that we're discovering that. And because of that, you're learning such deep lessons that you'll never run into the same problem again. All of a sudden, things are balanced. We're seeing eye to eye. Things are getting figured out. We also have that Virgo card here. So Virgo is you guys getting in touch with your purpose. This is healing also because Virgo is all about healing. So healing yourself, your previous wounds, so that you can integrate them and also heal others. Part of your purpose might be healing others or awakening others, bringing confidence and balance to other people. What you're going to do in this world for your service, like what do you want to provide? What footprint do you want to leave behind on this planet? So let's see what else we get for you guys. Also, your job is supposed to be fun. 5th house in Virgo, your work is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. Also, 5th house in Libra, it's time to have more fun in relationships too. A lot more excitement there. Let's see what else we get. So group 1, more energies for group 1. All right, right, so we have destiny, follow your instincts, they lead to the truth. Oh, guys, you cannot make this up. This whole entire reading has been about finding your destiny, and that is exactly what we have in this card. Third eye chakra, destiny, follow your instincts, they lead to the truth. We also have a bunch of other ones, so we'll use this as our last little bit of this reading and see what all the last info that's coming up. So we have letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it's the first step towards success. So letting go of that old relationship, letting go of all the stuff we were carrying, like the Ten of Wands stuff, letting go of previous jobs, previous obligations, previous responsibilities that are no longer resonating with you. Letting go of old characteristics of yourself that no longer resonate. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. This says clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite, and you guys picked clear quartz. But maybe this is also a thing that's saying, listen to rose quartz too, because we have rose quartz in this, and it says that on here. We also have self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. Learning a lot of self-love. We also have dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So maybe it's time to pay attention to your dreams as well. We also have foundation. Foundation is not the castle. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. Ooh, and I felt that when we had the page of crystals being reversed. It's like you guys are discovering your foundation. So foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon. So the castle of your soul, what resonates with you? What makes you feel invigorated? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel like you have a soul connection to it? This is finding your purpose and what your soul feels the most aligned with. That's what you guys are getting into alignment with. And also in relationships too, finding your soulmate, who really resonates with your entire soul, rather than a picture of what you do desire and then like placing that on someone and trying to see it within them. Actually having that soul connection where you two vibe and align so deeply. So that is what we're seeing for you guys here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more future videos like this, because I would love to have you guys on this journey along with me. And yes, hope you guys enjoyed it. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group 2, my beautiful amethyst, my pink purple amethyst. Let's see what Spirit has for messages for you guys. The new energies coming in. So we have the universe coming up and the Ten of Wands. That just came up for the last pile too. That is wild. Let's see what else we get for you guys. The universe and the Ten of Wands. So there is a closing out of an old chapter. And there is certain like burdens that we're needing to let go of, or certain things. I'm actually getting a totally different message for this pile for these 2 cards. There is certain things that you guys are still attached to that are not healthy for you. This could be food, lifestyle choices, people, friendships, things. There's something that's not healthy for you. We also have the Seven of Wands being reversed. We might be in denial of these things that are not super healthy for us. And it's time for us to close out that chapter. And we're going to be kind of seeing these things more clearly as we go along. But there's certain things that are kind of like hindering on you, or certain weights. This could be even mental things that we're carrying mental burdens that are kind of like taking away our energy, taking away from our potential. It's almost like they're controlling us rather than us, using them, right? So for example, if it's food, the food might have more control over you than you have over it, right? It's no longer like you choosing to eat the food. It's kind of like it has more control over you, sometimes when we have certain addictions. So there could be certain like addictions or habits, or again, lifestyle choices or people that we feel like they are, that they have more control over us than we have of them, right? We also have Queen of Swords being reversed. So it's almost like your mental willpower. And it's so weird. I made a whole post about that last night, and that's what I'm feeling like is coming up for this pile. So Queen of Swords being reversed, it's like our mind, we're not exercising the use of our mind enough. It's like your body and your mind are controlling you rather than you controlling your body and your mind. And what those cravings are, King of Pentacles though, King of Crystals. So the new energy that's coming in for you guys is you guys building a more solid, sturdy foundation for yourself. This is a lot of willpower. This is practicing a lot of patience and a lot of dedication towards what you do really want. So there is this new shift coming in that's calling you guys to get rid of negative influences in your life or things that are burdening your body. There's things that are burdening your body, your physical health, that need to be stripped away. Okay? Again, this could be mental things, but I'm feeling like there's certain lifestyle choices that we're making that are hindering us. Okay? Let's see what else we get. And again, we're trying to like take control over it, but it's like our strength is just kind of like, we just keep giving into the same thing. We just keep giving into the same thing is what I keep seeing and hearing is like this frustration of like, okay, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. And then the next day comes around and we're like, just today we'll give into it again. But then it ends up being like that every day or every other day, you know, and it's not, we're not dedicating enough to it. So this new change that's coming in, the positives about this, the new change that's coming in is willpower and dedication and solid foundation, making solid plans. Like King of Crystals is dedicated more than anything to what he wants. The goal that he wants, he gets so dedicated to it, he does it every day, no matter what. Every single day. No matter how mundane and boring it gets, every day, baby. Every day. And I feel like this, I don't feel like it's going to be, like the new energy that's coming in isn't going to be a strain to hold on to. So this new goal, these goals that you have for yourself, I feel like with this new energy coming in from the universe, it's no longer going to feel like a harsh challenge. It's going to feel like something that's inspiring because it's the foundation that we're missing, you know? It's, for example, I keep coming back to diet changes. So for some of you guys listening to this, that could definitely be like a thing. Of course, this can take many forms, but I'm going to talk about diet changes as the example. So if we're trying to create a diet change and we're going from one extreme trying to go to the other, and we're just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't really know what that looks like or how other people do it. Or, you know, maybe you've been living a certain way for so long that you don't know healthy recipes. You don't know how to get into, you know, there's no inspiration there. There's no foundation. The inspiration is like, I know I need to eat healthy, but that's about all I know, right? Which is like such a tiny little spark that it's not enough to sustain, right? It's trying to like turn on your car, but then the spark isn't big enough in the engine to actually start the engine. And the spark isn't big enough to keep it going. And so this new energy that's coming in is calling you guys to create a foundation, to create a spark that is big enough. But in order to do that, we need to learn some stuff. We need to, for example, learn those new recipes. Or if it's like mental things that we need to change, instead of like, you know, following like the small little spark of inspiration, we need to create an actual real foundation. You know, if we need to find like a purpose, we need to find an inspiration. We need to find a really solid inspiration that has more detail to it, that has more of a plan to it. We need to do more research on this so that we have a more solid knowledge base and we can actually sustain it, because there's a bigger amount of energy in it already for us to actually move forward. You know, it's kind of like trying to drive your car when it only has a drop of gas in it. It's not going to get anywhere. Of course, we're only going to be able to do it for like half a millisecond, and then we fall back into our same old patterns and routines. It's like we need to have a more solid foundational base here. We also have 6 of crystals coming up. So we need to literally give more. 6 of crystals is the depiction of the guy handing out like coins to the poor, basically, is like what it's depicted as. But I see this as you guys, like the poor would be like your dream, your goal that you want to attain, that you want to get to. And then you are the one with the amount of energy. It depends how much energy we put towards our goal that dictates how much energy it will then have, how much potential it'll have, right? So it's like filling up your gas tank. How much gas are you going to put in there? So with your goals, it's the same thing. How much time are you going to dedicate towards it? How much do you need to learn first? You know, if we know nothing about a car and we don't even know where to put the gas, we're not going to know much. So we have to kind of research a little bit more, create a more solid foundation, create a more solid plan for what it is that we want. And that's the energy that's coming in, is this realization that we need to really put more effort towards it, because of course we can't do it if we don't know what we're doing. So we also have the Ace of Swords being reversed. So yeah, there's a lack of knowledge here. There's a lack of your mind being involved in this. And what I mean by that is we might need to study more, research more, because that'll be our motivating factor. Again, I'm getting called to talk about food. I don't know why, but maybe if we learn more about what health really is, we learn more about what healthy food is and what unhealthy food is, and we do more research on it, you know, as we get that more solid foundation, because now we know, we have a knowledge base that says like, ooh, processed foods, what do they do? What do they do to my insides, right? And then like, ooh, healthy foods, what do those do to my insides? And then we see the big contrast there. We have this foundational knowledge, right? This foundational knowledge. We've given a lot of energy towards this thing rather than just doing it blindly. Now we know why we're doing it. We have a reason. We have a solid foundational reason, because we're like, oh, that's what processed foods do to me. Oh my God. Like, I'm never touching those again. You don't have to ask me twice. Like no, you know? So for some reason I keep getting called to talk about that. Because again, this could show up in multiple different forms. It is a general reading, so this could pop up in multiple different forms. This could be, again, like mental health. This could be different responsibilities that we're carrying that we're no longer resonating with. This could be a career that we want to shift and change, but in order for us to shift and change it, we have to research other careers. We have to research what we can go into in order to even find the doors to lead us there, because we can't just sit there in our current job hoping and changing, like, I want a career change, but we know nothing about the new direction we want to go in. So it's like, okay, well, you want a career change, of course you're not quitting your current job, of course you don't have the knowledge and the know-how to transition to a new job, because you haven't even decided what this new job is, or we haven't even, you know, done the learning that we need to have in order to do this new job, in order to go there with confidence and attain it, right? So of course we can't make the changes without the foundation. We need to create the foundation. So this new energy that's coming in is calling you guys to create this foundation. Create this foundation so that it can actually happen. Research knowledge. Your mind is going to be so important in this change, and that's what Spirit really wants you guys to know, that it's time to research it. It's time to know it in and out, because that way we can actually head in that direction. And then we have 8 of Wands, baby. The energy will start moving there on its own if we just start to learn and apply ourselves into this new area. The more you learn about it, the easier it is to apply to yourself, because you're already heading in that direction, because you already have a foundation. If you build that foundation, it's like the rest is just easy. The foundation's the hardest part. So yeah, and then also the Wheel of Fortune is what we have after that. All of a sudden, it's like the easiest things will start happening for you. The Wheel of Fortune came up right side up. It's like all of a sudden the opportunities will just land by your feet. It's like we don't even have to work for them. 8 of Wands plus the Wheel of Fortune, this is going to start to happen so quick. The momentum is going to be there on its own. It's like trying to push a huge boulder off of a cliff. The boulder is going to be so heavy that it's going to take you a long time to get that boulder rolling. But baby, once that boulder is rolling, the momentum it's going to have, it is unstoppable. Okay? So that's like you guys. It's going to be unstoppable. It's almost like things just fall at your feet. Opportunities fall at your feet. It feels like it's so much easier than it was before. And then we also have the Knight of Crystals being reversed. So this is reminding you about dedication. dedication. Okay, so, and this is also showing you that no foundation is permanent either. So you can go through shifts and changes and transformations along the way, and you will, because naturally you are human and you're part of this earth, which is ever changing. You are going to be ever changing, my love, just as nature is. So go along with the flow along the way. Build it and grow with it as it comes. You don't need to have everything figured out right away in order to take the first step and in order to continue taking those steps. You don't need to see I think the saying is you don't need to see the whole staircase in order to take the first step. Nor do we need to see the whole staircase in order to take the second step, the third step, the fourth step, the fifth step. This staircase could be endless, but we can keep walking up it, knowing the direction that we're headed in, okay? We don't need to know the entire end result yet. So, with that being said, let's pull out some astro cards for this reading for you guys. Let's see, we have the 8th house, of course, and we have opposition. Ooh, my love. So you guys, opposition's coming up, and I really feel like this is coming up because the universe is like, you are trying to completely do a 180 on your life with whatever the situation is, whether it's, again, like diet, career change, whatever the case is. You're literally trying to do a 180 on that thing. You are trying to completely flip it. And that can be a bit difficult, right? Because if we don't have a foundation, we're going in the complete opposite direction. That can be really difficult. We need to have the foundation, so that's why that's coming up. So even what this card says is imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle. So we're struggling for the power. Like, it's like this thing we might feel at times like this thing has more power over us than we have power over it. We might feel like we're helpless to the situation, but you are not. We just need to start making a foundation elsewhere. And then that situation no longer, because currently that situation is your foundation. So it's like, how do I move out of it? It is my foundation right now. How do we move out? You move out of it by creating a foundation somewhere else, by starting to water another garden, starting to put your eggs in another basket, start learning about it, start researching about it, start knowing more about it. And as you begin to do this, you are slowly trickling water and energy in a new direction. And that will help you make a foundation in a new direction. And that will help you teeter-totter over to the new direction. Okay, we also have the 8th house coming up. So this is endings and beginnings. So you guys are literally shedding old stuff. That's literally what that is. It's like we're shedding our old skin. But of course we cannot shed our old skin unless we are first gaining new skin underneath. So that's like a metaphor. Of course we can't shed our skin too early, right? And it's currently like you guys are trying to shed your skin too early without first building that new layer underneath. We need to research. We need to build that new layer, trickle that water elsewhere, and then shedding that skin becomes easy and freeing and liberating and effortless. And it feels like we're just like, oh, that feels nice to get rid of, you know? That is the key of what the universe is wanting you to know. So this is like the new energy that's coming in is beautiful, my love. Also, a card we have for you guys is embrace the balance between earth and spirit. We had this one come up for the first pile too. Clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite are the crystals associated with this card. So yeah, embrace the balance between earth and spirit. And I feel like this is also talking about embrace the balance between where you're currently at and where you're going. Embrace that balance. Right now, we are needing to balance it because, of course, we cannot just get up and leave our current scenario. That's proved to be impossible. What we need to do is start to water a new area while keeping this area currently alive, but watering this new area, getting to know it, setting those foundations, and then slowly going in that direction, okay? So embrace the balance between earth and spirit, my love. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So group 2, we also have all things work best in conjunction with all things. So it's not like we have to completely cold turkey, you know, kind of impossible. So all things work best in conjunction with all things. So sustain your current life, build the new life, then do your transition. Okay, clear quartz, amethyst is coming up, lapis lazuli, jade, citrine, carnelian, smoky quartz. Of course, you guys chose Amethyst, and that's what's coming up on that card. Let's see if we get any last messages for you guys. We also have listening. Guys, this message on here, please listen to this, because I preach this. This is something that I used to not do. And then when I learned this, my whole life changed. So listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. So many of us have so much to say, but we do not know how to sit down and listen to others with our full conscious attention, and letting go of what you are thinking about, letting go of what you need to say, letting go of everything else, just being fully present and attentive to what other people are saying, learning how to truly, truly, truly listen. Then, and only then, will you also learn how to be heard. Okay? So, important lessons. These are the new energies coming in. This was full of advice from the universe. I feel like universe had so much advice that it wanted to give in this pile. So yeah, it looks like it's all heading in an amazing direction. The universe is like, yes, but the universe is giving you the magical tools and telling you the secrets of like, I see your goal, I see the change that you're wanting to make, I see the shift, and I'm giving you now the tools and the know-how to make the shift, because the universe sees it, it hears it, it's like, yes. Literally, we have the universe card coming up here. The universe is like, yes, I hear you, baby, I hear you. It was the first card that came out in this pile. The universe is like, yes, trust me, I've been hearing your call for the changes that you're wanting to make. I am here, I hear it. But listen, again, if you want to be heard, first learn how to listen. The universe is like, hey, I'm giving you the tools. Here we go. Let's take it in steps. I am giving you what you're asking for. I am. Just listen and let's do it. Let's do it. The universe is like, yes, let's do it. So that is what we are seeing for you guys. Pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll be so happy to see you in another video, and I'll catch you later. Bye. All right, so group number 3 at my beautiful rose quartz pile. Let's get into it and let's talk about the messages that the universe has for you today about this change going on. We have the Knight of Wands being reversed, and we have transformation coming up. Of course we have transformation, because we're talking about transformative energy. So of course we have that coming up. We also have the Star coming up. The Star is in reversed. Let's see what else we have for you guys. I feel like that one wants to come out too. We also have the 3 of Crystals being reversed. Let's see. Okay. We're going to keep those ones overturned for now. Okay, so transformation. Let's talk about that first. There is a huge transformation coming up for you guys. I don't think you see what that opportunity is quite yet though, because we have the Knight of Wands in reverse and also the Star in reverse. It's like it hasn't come to its full manifestation yet, but there's a huge change coming. Knight of Wands, always, every time I see Knight of Wands, I think about home life and moving, like a spontaneous move every time I see that card. So for some of you guys, there could be a new energy coming in that maybe you guys feel like moving. Maybe you guys feel like making a transformation in your home life. Also, the Star talks about, I'm also getting minimalism. There's a new energy here that's coming in where it's less material. We're moving away from material needs. We're moving away from like, oh, I need all of these objects in order to feel happy and good. There's a whole spiritual awakening coming up for you guys. Like the Star too. Huge spiritual awakening coming up. The 3 of Crystals being reversed. There's more independence that you guys are moving towards. So much more independence. The energy that I'm getting from this is like you guys are moving towards pure independence. And there could be a spirit animal around you over the next little while. And I feel like you guys have been feeling a spirit animal. And I feel like a lot of you guys, it's a cat or a tiger or a lion or something like that. That's been around you, like this, it's a feminine energy. It's a feminine, like feline, that's what I'm thinking, like feline, but it's a feminine spirit animal energy that has been around you, that's kind of like guiding you along this journey of independence. And the spirit animal is helping you find this independence and moving you towards kind of this spiritual awakening of realizing that material stuff does not matter that much. It does not matter that much. And it's asking you, and you might get these inspirations to like I feel like cleaning out my closet. I feel like cleaning out my drawers. I feel like getting rid of things that I don't need anymore. And this is moving you towards a lot of self-love. And I think that's why you guys are attracted to rose quartz as well, because this is moving you towards a lot of self-realization, a lot of spiritual realization, rather than like more material self-realization, like, oh, I'm attracted to this and I like this, and like all the material stuff that we can realize about ourselves. This is realizing the spiritual side of yourself, realizing what your soul craves and desires, and like the purpose that you are about to create, the footprint that you're about to leave behind on this planet. I'm getting goosebumps for this pile, like right down my back. And like my shoulders, heavily on my shoulders. So that's making me think about purpose and carrying a weight of, I feel like you guys are meant for a big purpose on this planet. I feel like you guys feel that. And so, I got goosebumps when I'm talking about that. Yes, so you guys have a big purpose here. There is a footprint you're meant to leave behind. There is a energy that you're supposed to carry. And what I mean by that is like, there's something that you're going to be moving forward on this planet, like a purpose that you guys have that needs to be fulfilled. And I feel like it's a big purpose, honestly. I feel like it's a big purpose. We will end up seeing more about that. So these cards that we have over to, oh my gosh, you guys. The second card that I overturned, I'm getting goosebumps again. Oh my goodness, right down my arms. I can literally see my hair standing up. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have the awakening card, you guys. I was just talking about spiritual awakening, and we have, the goosebumps are real right now, guys. Oh my gosh. So yes, it's like spirit is really calling you inwards right now to take more alone time, but not necessarily alone, because it wants you to connect with spirit. And I think that's why you have this spirit guide animal around you. And I felt that when I looked at this card, and I just want to show it to you guys really quickly. Like I was feeling like spirit animal vibes from this card, feline energy, because that's what's depicted on this card. And I felt like it was just calling me. And I feel like that is your spirit guide right now, just wanting to like speak to you. And it's an animal spirit guide particularly. It's a very soft, loving energy, but also very fierce. So it's calling you guys to connect more with spirit, connect more with the universe, connect more with the energies, the subtle energies, and where they're guiding you, because I feel like it is so strong right now. Pile number 3, like so strong. It is going to call you to make very many changes. I have goosebumps that just literally will not go away. There are bumps all over my arms. Yeah. We also have 4 of crystals being reversed. So I didn't even look at what this card was because the awakening card just hit me so much. But you guys, we've been talking about letting go of the material stuff, 4 of crystals being reversed. That is exactly what that card means, is literally letting go of material possessions and desires, the need for material stuff. It doesn't mean that you guys need to get rid of everything, nor does it mean that you guys cannot own anything, nor does it mean that you guys cannot make money or whatever. I think you guys absolutely will be, and that you can, but it's like your focus is being called towards higher spiritual development and higher spiritual learning. You guys might be called to work with herbs and plants, for example. You guys might be called to work more with deities and spirit animals and guides. You guys might be called to learn about astrology or tarot. You guys might be being called to learn deeper about ancient history, uncovering magic and secrets, like things like that. There's this whole awakening that's happening for you guys, and it's gonna be deep. Let me tell you, it's gonna be deep. Oh yeah, and it's definitely calling you more away from the material. Not saying that you guys cannot have material, but it's just calling you to focus more on your inner independence. I feel like you guys are going to desire to move. I feel like you guys are going to desire to get rid of stuff, to do like a whole clean out. I feel like you guys are changing who you are and what you're attracted to. It's like this huge transformation. That was the first card that came out, was transformation. So you guys are going through just this massive transformation. Like your whole idea of who you are is going through a huge change. We also have the Two of Cups being reversed. So there's certain relationships that I feel like you guys are just no longer resonating with. Also, I feel like this is the polarities of who you used to be and who you are, and how it's like moving. We're doing the transference of energy, a whole transformation. I think new people are going to be coming into your life shortly on after, but I feel like there is going to be a momentary period of where you guys just are spending more time alone. And I think it's more out of a desire to be alone and connect more spiritually, connect deeper spiritually. We also have Justice being reversed here. So this can be refinding balance, because I feel like you guys have been feeling like you've been off balance lately. You guys felt disconnected lately. Maybe you guys have felt like something's been off, like something just hasn't been right lately. Something internally just doesn't feel right anymore. Doesn't feel like it fits in your life anymore. It doesn't feel justified. Again, that could be a relationship, since it did come out with Two of Cups. This could be a relationship that just doesn't feel right anymore. This could be a work thing that doesn't feel right anymore, lifestyle that doesn't feel right anymore. But something doesn't feel right anymore. It just doesn't feel like it fits. It's like that puzzle piece just don't fit no more. You know, so let's see what else we get for you guys. So group 3, more messages for group 3. That one fell right out onto the little table thing that I'm using. We have 6 of Cups being reversed. You are being called to move away from how you were raised, how you grew up, childhood friendships that you've had for a long time. It's not saying you need to leave behind people completely and permanently. I'm not saying that. But it could just mean that maybe we don't resonate with them as much anymore, and maybe we are finding ourselves gravitating towards a new area, and it doesn't mean that we need to completely cut people out of our lives, but maybe it just means that we're spending less time with them because we're being called in just new directions, right? So I feel like you guys are being called in a new direction, and things from your childhood are fading away, things from your past are fading away, things from who you thought you used to be are completely falling away and going through a huge alchemization, a huge shift. Yeah, I feel like you guys are even cleaning out your clothes and like what you wear. Excuse me. Yeah, and like that was a purge right there, I feel like. Also have 9 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are totally, completely ready. And 9 of Cups. We are ready. And we don't care what anybody thinks anymore. We're up-leveling our confidence. We don't care what people think anymore. And we are ready for our true abundance. We're ready for what is truly fulfilling. You guys are finding out what really actually fills your soul and what really gives you fulfillment. And you guys are tougher now than you've ever been, ever before. So, wow. This is looking beautiful so far, pile 3. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So these astrology cards, let's see. So we have fire coming up. So this is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy coming up. This is also the spark, the fire in our belly that's calling us towards something. This is creative energy, inspirational energy, spontaneous energy. So there's a lot of spontaneous decisions that you guys might be making in the next little while. And that could be with moving. I don't know why, like when I look at Knight of Wands, all I can see is just like moving, or we're at least just moving energy in a new direction. But I really think like moving for you guys. We're moving. Let's see what else we get. So group 3. Woo. Gemini. Gemini energy coming up. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. So yeah, you guys are getting super curious about new subjects and learning as well, because Gemini is all about learning, studying, researching new things. Gemini is like, we stay up late at night researching all sorts of crazy things, just like Aquarius almost. Aquarius is more into like hidden conspiracies and stuff like that, but Gemini is curious just about pretty much anything. So same with Aquarius, to be honest. We also have house 11, which is Aquarius energy, so it's so funny that we just pulled that out. So this is friends, like-minded people, so wanting to get in touch with like-minded people, which is why we had 6 of Cups being reversed, because we're like letting go of old stuff. 2 of Cups reversed, we're no longer resonating with certain groups anymore. So now this new energy coming in is bringing in like-minded people, okay? This is also having a bigger focus too, rather than being self-focused, because I think this is why we're going through a spiritual awakening and we're getting less material, because you guys are going through an awakening of being less ego and more humanitarian, just like the 11th house talks about, just like Aquarius is all about. So it's kind of like you guys have this desire to live more for the world rather than living for yourself and thinking that you are the world. Of course you are, both are correct, both exist, as above, so below. But you guys are being called right now to do something bigger. Because again, I was feeling this energy for you guys, like you guys had a big footprint to leave behind, and we have the 11th house. So there's some big stuff that you guys are meant to do. And there's a lot more selflessness energy that's coming in during this shift that's happening right now. So yeah, you guys are being called to look at more big picture stuff. And I think that's why you're going to be called to let go of a lot of material stuff that you own, move perhaps, be more alone, connect more with spirit, letting go of old stuff from your old past, because you're being called into a much bigger picture right now, a much bigger pathway, and it requires releasing old attachments, releasing your old self, your old identity. And if we're going to do something for the bigger picture, if we're going to do something for the world, we need to let go of our ego and our self. Not that you have to let go of yourself completely, you can still have, yourself and whatever, but instead of doing something, instead of making, like, for example, a company and doing it because you're like, I want to create money, I want to make money. This is like, we've let go of that, and we're like, I don't desire to help myself anymore. Of course, we have to help ourselves always, but it's kind of like, I've figured myself out, and now I want to do something. I want to help the world. It's like we have a bigger purpose in mind. And so for you guys, there's this bigger purpose thing. It's like we want to help people now. We want to bestow our knowledge upon others. Gemini, guys, this is also about learning new things. We're learning new things, and we're wanting to share this new knowledge. We're wanting to communicate and spread, knowledge that helps, and spread services that help the world rather than just help ourselves. So yeah, these are the vibes. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Group 3. So we're going to shuffle these cards right here and see what else we get. Okay, there's a lot of energy for you guys. We have self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. So I feel like for you guys, I feel like you guys have been learning self-love. Rose Quartz, you guys have been learning a lot about self-love. And I was even picking up on that energy in the beginning of this reading. I remember pointing that out in the beginning of this reading. And now you guys desire to spread that love to others. Humanitarian, you guys are desiring to make a big picture impact rather than just impact for yourself. Of course, both matter. Again, as above, so below. The things that we do within ourselves get reflected back out onto the earth anyway. But it's like you guys are really starting to flip it inside out. You guys are wanting to leave more of a footprint externally rather than internally. It's like you guys have worked on that, now you desire to do that for other people. We also have manifestation. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. We also have dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, guys. I might be speaking to you a lot. Dreams are where the mind translates the divine. So you're connecting a lot with the divine lately. We've been getting that throughout this whole reading, is that the universe wants to connect with you. You guys are getting deeper spiritual awakenings, and dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So keeping a dream journal can be ultra, ultra important right now, group 3. And seeing with what we got with you guys, oh my God, goosebumps again. This is important. Every time we get goosebumps, it's really important, okay? So keep a dream journal, you guys. I got goosebumps right when I said that. If you don't have one yet, go get a journal or even write it down in your phone if you don't want to go get a journal. When you wake up in the morning, write down as much as you can remember about your dreams. They are giving you messages right now. There's guidance coming in. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So ideas, inspirations, all that jazz is coming from your dreams right now. So pay attention to them, look at the symbolism of them. And yeah, that is what we're seeing for you guys. Group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group 4, my black tourmaline pile. Let's get into it. Let's see the messages that the universe has for you today. So we have 10 of crystals, so the 10 of pentacles coming out. We have a bunch of cards right here. So let's look at what just came out for you guys. So first off, let's talk about the 10 of crystals. The new energy that's coming in for you guys is pure fulfillment. 10 of crystals. This is calling you to have balance between all aspects of your life. This new energy that's coming in is like really setting the foundation of your relationships. Most of you guys who chose this pile probably already have a good career and a good relationship going right now. Most of you guys is what I'm getting from this. Again, it is a general reading, so it doesn't mean every single one of you will have that situation, but 10 of crystals is definitely making me feel like most of you guys already have a partner and already have a really good job. And the new energy that's coming in is expanding that more. Expanding your career further, expanding your relationships further. There's this whole expansion energy when I'm looking at the 10 of crystals, and it's almost calling you guys to it's like making a web of creation of like your dream life. We're getting your dream life on track. If you guys don't currently have your career or love life figured out yet, this would be talking about the fact of writing down exactly what you want, because those energies, those opportunities, those doorways for those things are coming in for you. And they're going to help you expand into this. But for most of you guys, I feel like you guys have these things already, but this is calling you to, it's time to start refining them and expanding them and making them the best that they can be. This new energy that's coming in is causing it to hopefully be the best it can be. We also have the 8 of Cups being reversed as the next card. So we are being called to release emotional blocks around these things, or emotional upsets that we've had in the past around these things that no longer serve us in those areas. So I feel like we're letting go, for example, in career, I feel like you guys are letting go of like menial things that aren't really benefiting your career path, because I feel like there's certain things that like we still have on our schedule to do, but they're not really benefiting us or our career in any way. And it's calling us to get rid of that. Also in your love life, there's certain things, certain worries that we might have that have no place. There might be certain, maybe this is even with your love life, this can also be focusing more on the emotion and putting in more effort towards that, but meaningful effort. The word meaningful effort, not just like, oh, I'm sitting with you on the couch and we're watching TV. You know, this is meaningful time and effort. We're trying to build something and expand something. We need meaningful moments. And of course, we don't have to make every single moment meaningful, because that just gets tiring and boring. So of course there's good times for relaxation as well. But what I'm really hearing in this pile, the new energy that's coming in is like, maybe we've been getting a little bit too comfortable, and we need to focus again more on meaningful efforts. Because even in career, we were kind of getting that vibe of like meaningful effort, getting rid of the things that are a little bit meaningless and tasks that don't actually matter, steps that don't actually matter, refining it. We also have the Queen of Wands being reversed here for this pile. We need a refresh and a reframe to get back to this beauty right here, the 10 of Crystals. There's a reframe, new inspiration, new direction, new spontaneous ideas. There's a refresher that needs to come in your career and possibly in your love life as well. I'm definitely feeling like in career though, there's like, we need a refresh. Probably also in your love life too. It's time to add in things that we haven't experienced before, things that we haven't done before in career and in love life. There's this new energy coming in where we're adding in things that we have not yet done before. We also have 8 of Swords being reversed. Getting out of the energy of feeling stuck and feeling confined, because the universe is calling you right now to not settle into stagnation, to not settle into patterns, to not settle into, oh, this is what we've made and this is what it's always going to be, and we're just going to keep repeating the same things. This is calling you to expand right now. The universe is calling you to expand out of that shell. 8 of Swords being reversed. Take down the limitations. Do not limit yourself. Do not think that what you've currently experienced is the max that you're going to experience in your love life and in your career and all these things. There is more to be had here. There's more to experience. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is reversed because maybe we don't know what those ideas are quite yet, but it's asking you right now, the energy that's coming in is there to inspire you to do new things in your career and in your love life. It doesn't mean you have to get a new partner by any means, but it's like, go out and try new things and travel. Sorry, I'm also like scratching my leg and my pants, like the fabric made a funny noise. Anyway, it is time to expand into further opportunity, to look for further opportunity. For example, traveling with your partner. That's super fun. Travel somewhere where you haven't been before. That's something new. Go to a restaurant that you haven't eaten at before. Go do a different activity in the evening that you haven't done before. Like go to yoga, go to do something different, whatever calls for you guys, right? But try something new, try something different. It's time to add in expansion. Expansion can come in so many different forms, right? It's also interesting. I think we have the Lovers in here as well. So the next card that we have out of the few that came out, we have King of Swords next. Okay, King of Swords. This is time to focus more on gaining more mental clarity, more ideas, listening to your mind, strengthening your mind, utilizing your attention. Attention is the word that's coming out to me so strong right now in this card. Attention. Giving full conscious attention. When you're doing your work, give full conscious attention to your work during that time. Don't let your mind wander off. Don't start thinking about what you have to do after when you get home, right? Give your full conscious attention to it in those moments when you're doing a task. Because this is where we're going to get ideas to expand more, learn more. This is asking you to also learn more, research more about your career. Even if you already, in whatever career that you're in, if you're a writer, search more about creative writing, expand more into learning about, the history of writing or, all sorts of different things. I'm just pointing out random examples. I know nothing about writing, but this is calling you to look into more, to expand your knowledge more in your career and to also bring your full attention into your career. And this new energy is asking you to do that in your love life as well. When you're with your partner, if you guys have one, this is time to give your full conscious attention to that. Communication. It's so funny because when we talk about communication, a lot of people think it's about expressing more, which yes, absolutely, it deals with that. But something that I feel like so many people miss is the listening. Of course it's super important and a lot of us do not express enough and we need to start expressing more. Yes. But on the other hand, communication also, it's 50-50. It's also about listening with your full conscious attention. So your love life is also being called towards listening more, learning more, because again, learning, King of Swords, learn more about your partner. Learn more about them. Listen. Just as much as you need to also communicate more, this is also asking you and calling you towards learn more too. Learn more about your partner. Learn more about, have deeper talks, listen with your full attention. Talk with your full attention. All of the above. This is asking you to dive deeper into career and love, because right now this energy is asking you to expand all of these areas, because it's bringing you towards more abundance. All of us would desire more abundance in career and love, right? There's boundless opportunity in both of those areas. You'll never reach the peak of any of those areas. So expansion in there is always positive. It's always good. So right now it's calling you towards focusing more on that. Focus more on the career. Focus more on the love. Attention is like the word that keeps coming to my mind. Attention, which deals with listening and with speaking. And then the next card that we have here is Six of Wands. This is how you're going to reach so much more success. This is how you reach the next level. If you guys feel like, well, I've kind of already reached a really good level here and a really good level here, and I've reached all these good levels in my life so far. The universe is like, do you know how much more I have in store for you? Do you know how much more there is to go? Do you know how much more there is to explore and discover? It's like, you guys, you've built yourselves up to here, and you're like, oh, over here is really good. This is really great. The universe is like way up here, and they're like, bruh, there's so much more. Like, let's expand more, okay? So the Six of Wands, this energy that's coming in is showing you that there is so much more here. There's so much more expansion. There's so much more to experience. And yeah, the Six of Wands is such a good card, because it's like when we reach new milestones that we never thought we could even reach, okay? We also have Lovers coming up next. So talking about milestones and reaching, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Oh my goodness. Oh. So the Lovers can be about you and your business, and this can also be about you and your partner. It talks about both things simultaneously. So again, that's just confirmation. That's talking about reaching next levels, reaching new levels in these areas. More connection in your career. It's time to get deeper connected to your career, and deeper connected, that doesn't sound grammatically correct, but you know what I mean. Deeper connected to your partner, your lover, and deeper connected to your career. And if you guys are single, when you go on dates, be very engaged and connected to the people that you meet, okay? Try to connect on deep levels. Practice that muscle. Practice the muscle of learning and communicating and listening with full conscious attention, because it'll take you to the next level, let me tell you. Okay, so yes, more connection, deeper connection, more meaningful connection, more attention to those areas of your life, because it's going to take you to new heights that you never even thought were possible. We also have the Eight of Wands next. I'm getting goosebumps again right now. Eight of Wands, this is going to move you forward in such new directions with such new open possibility. It's going to open up so many more doors for you. So many more doors. Getting deeperly connected. You guys know what I mean. Getting deeperly connected to your... The grammar today, you guys. The grammar. It's a great time. Getting a deeper connection to your career and a deeper connection to your love life. This is going to open up such a wide variety of doors, because you're going to start expanding. By listening, you are going to start expanding more by communicating more and listening more to your career and to your partner. You are going to learn and pick up on so much new information that opens up so many more ideas, inspirations, and doorways that it's going to take everything to the next level. This is the card of success, the Six of Wands. The Eight of Wands is another card of success and movement and opportunity that's coming your way. So this new energy, it wants to bring in new opportunity and new heights and total fulfillment. 10 of Crystals is like ultimate fulfillment, guys. Like, this is like, we've got everything we've ever asked for. We've got all of the wealth and health and love and career and fulfillment than we could have ever remotely even imagined. That's what 10 of Crystals is. So the energy that's coming in is offering you the opportunity to create this, but we need to listen. We need to create more connection. We need to communicate more and put more attention and have deeper connection to our career. We need to find those new inspirations again by connecting passionately to those who we love and to our passionate career that we have and we're creating. Okay. Let's see what else we get for you guys. We have Saturn. It's time to break the boundaries. If you think that there's limitations on the amount that you can experience in relationships, or you think there's a limitation, there's a cap on your career, or you think there's a cap on this, there's no cap. Like, I think that's an expression that people say these days, and I actually don't know what exactly that expression means. I feel definitely old and out of the loop right now as I'm saying that, but like, no cap. I think that means like no joke. I think that that's what that means, like no cap, like no joke. But I mean no cap as in like there's no limit to your potential. No cap on that, okay? Saturn, though, talks about that restriction, and the Eight of Swords being reversed talks about the fact we're releasing that restriction. We have to expand out of that, and the only way to expand out of that is to give more focus, give more attention, listen more, learn more about your career and your partner. This is calling you to learn more right now, okay? Because this is going to allow you to expand deeper, connect deeper, reach new heights. It's going to open up way more doors, again, than you ever thought were possible. Saturn, we're pushing beyond the limitations. And Saturn is an illusion because Saturn comes right after Jupiter. And it's kind of like the last planet that we can visually see with our naked eye. And so it's an illusion. We think that Saturn is the last planet that is out there in our solar system until we take a telescope, because we learn more and then we're like, oh, I'm going to build a telescope and see what else is out there. And then we realize, oh, there's like Neptune and Uranus and Pluto, if you still count Pluto. I still do personally. Just because of astrology, I still count Pluto. We also have the moon coming up. Okay, so there's so much more unknown that we do not know yet. So it's time for us to expand and learn more, step into the unknown. It is time to step into the unknown. It's time to have conversations and learn more about what we do not know, the moon, what we do not know. It's calling you to literally hunker down and learn more, because this is going to bring you again. And I know I've been repetitive in this reading, but like, I just feel like the message just needs to be repeated. So I'm sorry, but we're just going to do it. There is so much more here to learn, you guys. And as you learn more, you are opening up all of the doorways, literally all of the doorways. If you feel stuck or capped in your career, if you feel capped in your love life, it's because you need to learn more about that other person. You need to learn more about your career. It is time to find that inspiration again by learning more. And it only happens by learning more and stepping into the unknown. Stop doing everything the same way you're doing it, because that's the definition of insanity. We expect to keep expanding, but yet we keep putting in the same. If you keep putting in the same ingredients, it's going to yield the same cake. Like, if you want to yield a new cake, it's time to throw in some new ingredients that we haven't tried before, okay? So let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, so we also have Uranus. Time to switch-ish up. What were we talking about? The transcendental planets? We were just talking about them. Uranus. It's time to switch shit up. Like, Uranus is the energy of unexpected. Even the card says, radically change. It is time to bring in radical change. And the energy coming in wants you to make big change. Spontaneous radical change that's going to pump you in a new direction towards ultimate fulfillment. Okay, but we need to do all the things that we were just previously talking about. I'm not going to repeat myself again, but you guys already know. If you've been here through this whole reading, then you know. Yes, let's see. All right, so last messages for group 4. Let's see, any last messages for group 4? All right, we get a few cards here, so let's go through it. We have trust. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with a higher source of knowledge. Your intuition is bringing you places, okay? Time to listen to that. We also have harmony makes the song of life sweeter. Green, jasper, turquoise, and labradorite. Harmony makes the song of life sweeter. We need to add more knowledge. It's time to learn more things, because as we can learn more things, we learn more about, for example, music. That'll make the song of life sweeter. To learn more about your career makes your career sweeter, because now we have more to add to it. The more you learn about your partner, the more you know about their ins and outs, the more you can expand into having a lot of fun together, the more you can have a deeper connection. We also have meditation. To see more clearly, close your eyes. Information lies beyond what you already know. That's how you expand. Signs. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. That one's self-explanatory. Peace. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. A lot of cards here are telling you to take some time out and find stillness and to reevaluate and to listen, to meditate, because this is where you're going to get inspiration and ideas. So many cards here are telling you guys to find peace and stillness and to stop pushing or straining. It's about finding stillness and then learning more, but not in a rushing, crazy, chaotic way. This is about sitting down, finding that peace and inspiration again. Because we find new inspiration and peace when our mind is calm. That's when we can rest and relax, and we can allow the flow of energy of new ideas to flow in, because we're not all chaotic and rushing around everywhere. Because the flow of energy at that point is just, it's mingled. We can't figure out what energy we're getting in, you know. Then we also have the card of confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. And then our last card, we have love. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Use love in your career as your action. Use love in your love life as your action, of course. So yes, group number 4, that is what we have for you guys for the new shift of energy that's coming in, and the energies that wanted to come out, and what the universe wanted to say, what spirit wanted to say about these new energies for you guys. So those are our messages, group number 4. It is time to do things with inspiration, to learn more in order to expand more to the next level again. And yes, attention, it was huge for you guys. Attention and learning and being open, communication, giving your full attention to it, full connection, reconnecting with it in a calm, inspiring way. Okay, so that is what we have here for you guys. Group number 4, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below. So much abundance in store for you guys as long as you expand and learn. So I'm super excited for what's in store for you guys. And hopefully you guys stick around for another video. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one.